Hi, Dr Pretorious. Lovely to see you again.
Hi, Charlie. Really lovely to be here again. Thank you for the invite.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Tremendous pleasure. Now, Mr Beck took me to assembly a few weeks ago, and I was just sitting quietly up the back listening very, very intently, and you spoke about, I think it was self-regulation?
Good
Was
word.
it regulation?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell me about
Did
that.
that fascinate you? Thank you for coming to
Yes.
the assembly. I'm really glad you were there.
Oh, that's okay. I love school assemblies.
So I've been watching our students across the school, and sometimes they wait for us as teachers to tell them what to do and
Yes.
how to behave. And I found
Yes.
that really strange because these are not babies. These are not
No.
year ones and year twos. These
No,
are
they're not.
year eights and year nines, and they should know
And
how to
10s and 11 and 12s. There's so
100.
many of them.
100%. And they should really know how to behave and how to treat one another. And
Yes.
sometimes they just lack a little bit of discipline around that. So we were
Yes.
talking about regulating or managing yourself.
Yes.
So a teacher can manage you, and then you get quite frustrated because you don't
Yes.
like them doing it.
Yes.
Or you could manage yourself. And that actually gives you a whole lot more freedom.
Yes. I liked it that you said self-management instead of self-discipline. Because self-discipline sounds like hard work.
Very hard work. And sometimes you actually don't want to self-discipline yourself.
No.
But I don't mind managing myself so that I've got the freedom to make my own choices.
Yes. So I know because sometimes Mr Beck sits me in his top pocket or on his shoulder as he's doing yard duty, and I know that he says to students sometimes, "Excuse me, remember Dr Pretorious talking about self-regulation? Well, your shirt's untucked." And they immediately and very happily tuck their shirt in.
I love hearing that. Those are the success stories. We also
Yes.
we also spoke about this thing between my rights
Yes.
and my responsibilities,
Oh,
which I found
yes.
fascinating.
Oh, how does that work?
Well, we all say, I've got a right to do this and I've got a right to do... And I used to believe that too. I have
Yes.
a right to teach and children have a right to be safe. And
Yes.
But then I started looking at it and I thought, but then everybody just feels entitled.
Yes, it's not very community.
No, there's
Centred, is it?
no relationship there. That's just, this is my right, and I if I don't get it, I'm going to get really angry. But I think it's a little bit bigger than that. I
Yes.
think that each one of us have a responsibility to each other.
Yes.
And if I give you if I'm responsible for my actions, if I'm responsible for making sure this is a safe environment, if I'm
Yes.
responsible for the classroom and allowing the teacher to teach,
Yes.
now I've got purpose. There's something
Yes.
worthwhile doing now. Yeah, I love
Yes.
that.
And also, if we both have the same rights, that could cause a bit of a problem, couldn't it?
Good, because
Like if we both insist on having our way.
Yes. We might be in some altercations, which happens, by the way, across
What's
our
an
campus.
altercation, Dr Pretorious?
Altercations are when you say something that I don't like or I say something you don't like, and instead
Was
of talking and using words, we
Yes.
start pushing a little bit and shoving a little bit and we become physical.
Really?
That's a really sad way to try and relate to one another.
Awful. That would never happen with us, would it, Dr Pretorious?
Well, normally it doesn't, but every
No.
now and then there's one or two students
Really?
that just can't quite get their
Students.
self-regulation
Okay, so not like
in place.
us. Them.
Well, it's for all of us. I think we all
Okay.
need to be
All right,
responsible.
Okay then. All right, well, thank you very much for talking to us about that today. I think it's very, very important. And I hope our students, the students from Swan Christian College, go out and start self-regulating.
I hope so too,
Yeah.
Charlie. Just like you look after yourself and manage yourself in our conversations,
Yes.
every student should do it across the school,
Yes.
and every teacher, by the way.
Yes.
And we would have a wonderful community.
Yes. Oh, Mr Beck does. He self-regulates.
I think he does.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.